Good morning, student. This is your moral science period, and today we are going to read chapter 10, that is, Know the Value of Time. Children, after this chapter, our moral science syllabus will be completed. As you all know, time is very important. No one can deny this fact. Once you lose time, you lose it forever. The time gone will never come in your life again. You know that every person has a certain lifespan and he has to do a lot of work in his life. Children generally do not care for time. They should know that this period is a golden period of their life. This is the period that decides their whole life. This is the period when they can shape their career, their personality, and their life according to their desire. If they fail to do so, they will have to accept what others give them. So, everyone should do his work in time. Otherwise, he or she may not get time to do that work later. Suppose your class teacher gives your class a learning work, but next day in the class, all the students tell the teacher what they have learned. But you do not tell anything as you have not learned the topic. The teacher gives another topic to learn. Now tell me, will you get extra day to complete both the homework? I know your answer. No, you will have to complete both your homework on the same day. Now tell, who will learn better? Other students of your class or you? You cannot learn both the topics properly because of the extra pending work. Therefore, you should understand the value of time and complete your work in time. Now come to the story. Rohit was an intelligent boy, but he neither read the lesson that was to be taught in the class that day nor he studied or revised the topic which was taught earlier. There were 3 months left for his exams. He thought that he would prepare for his examination only in a few days. Rohit used to play with his friends till late evening. He generally got tired and did not study in the evening. He did not even arrange his school bag for the next day. He thought that he would do it in the morning. In this way, he often left 1 or 2 books at home in a hurry. At school, he sat dumb while others read the books. He had to face difficulties without the book. In this way, he also could not understand the chapter well. After coming back home, he would go to play and follow the same routine. He thought that he had enough time for preparation for his examination. Many days passed by in this way. One day, while playing football, Rohit's foot got into a pit and he fell down. He had fractured one of his legs and was plastered. He could not go to school. He missed his classes for a month. Rohit began to go to the school, but he had missed a lot of his studies and covering up the course seemed very difficult. He had to put in extra time into his studies and had too much to study every day. He had to study all that was taught in the past. There were only a few days left for the exam. The timetable of the examination was set. He sat at his table to study. There were a number of subjects to study, but the time was less. He tried to read, but understood very little. He said to himself, if I had studied daily and given more time every day, I would not have faced this problem. Finally, the day of his first paper came. He was very nervous. though he appeared in the examination but could not do well. Children, you should learn a lesson from this story. You should study regularly. If you do your work in time, you will have enough time to play and to do other activities. If a student spends only 2 hours on his studies, he spends about 700 hours every year. But a student who spends 5 hours for a month during his examination period only, he spends only about 150 hours. Now you can understand which student can do better in the examination. So, children, time is precious. Time and tide wait for none. Thank you. Have a nice day.